So this was an interesting project that came in. It was scheduled as a full Jeep with a windshield strip, and yeah, it definitely has some extra mud on it. And turns out that it had tint on both the windshield and the front doors. So the first thing that I'm going to have to do is remove the tint off of this. And before I get started, I actually tape the inside of the seals because that is essentially going to make them brand new. So I'm not going to be fighting with a bunch of that dirt that might have got its way onto the seals. So every film removes a little bit differently. If I took the time to start up the steamer, maybe it would have came off a little bit cleaner. But for a set of front doors, by the time I get the steamer going and set up, I end up just scraping the glue off anyways. But glue removal is kind of a nasty business. It added probably about 10 minutes per door to the total time, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have to do that on a full car, it definitely adds up, and any little spots of glue left behind is going to create a huge problem on the final result. So for the doors, I'm going to be using a 24-inch roll. 20-inch roll is perfectly acceptable here too. It's just what I had laying around. We're going to cut the front edge of this, and then we're going to shift it over. These Jeeps have wider seals. They're reasonably flat windows, so you don't need much shrinking at all, if any, really. I always like to just shrink it out of habit. It always ensures that everything's going to lock down properly. And I'm not fighting with a finger, especially when we have that much dirt sitting on the Jeep. I want everything to tuck down as seamless as possible. So here I left this in so you guys can see how like I don't shift the film very far over one way or another. And then we only go about 1/2 inch down under the bottom seal. I have a little more room there to work with, but I just want to make things as straightforward as possible. Once I get my film kind of cut in place, then I'm going to tack it. Then we're going to pop over to the inside, roll the window down. And then when I'm cutting this edge, I'm right-handed. So I tend to start on the left side and trail to the right and then go around this curve. But doing that on these Jeeps, you run right into the mirror. So it's really not the smartest way for me to have cut this. So then because it's a little bit lifted, I had to go grab a stool, go on the inside of it, and continue my cut. And just kind of clean that off of the front edge. Cutting these Jeeps out have, for whatever reason, been one of the most slightly irritating things. Just trying to get that cut right across the entire window with that little curve along the back corner. Just want to get everything as close as possible to line up. Then I snap shrink this window a little bit. And here's where one of the major differences is when I go to peel this, because you can still peel window tint on dirty door windows. So I leave the top of the film just overhanging the top edge of that door. If it wasn't as angled, I'd leave the whole thing over the top edge. So just be a little careful on that front edge there, and then pick it up clean off the window, because the dirt is sitting on top of the window. It's not going to magically jump through and get in your film unless you over soak the top edge and then a bunch of dirt runs down. So then we're going to line up that long edge. We've posted a few door windows lately. And as long as you keep that nice and flat, the film will coast into that side seal. You do the same thing for the front edge. You just keep it so it goes nice into that seal, and then tack it in place. So once you have everything all tacked in place, make sure that it's not going to shift on you. This one took me just a little bit longer to get lined up. So if you want to see the full installation, definitely check out the live stream where we did the entire thing start to finish. And then I'm not going to be shy with water on something like this, especially on a Jeep. They're made to be waterproof. But that being said, whenever you have extra dirty doors, you have all these little chances for tiny little specks to rinse back into your film. And then because it was tinted, I'll run my hand on the window just to double check to make sure no glue bits got stuck to the window from that seal. And then once I make sure everything's rinsed down, I'll take in my corners, start with one side, go to the other. We're just tucking in just the ends of those corners to get the film started. And then I'm going to lift the bottom and then just get it to rest on that seal. And then I'm going to be very deliberate about tucking in one of my corners, and the whole thing should just drop into the window. And then once we got that all in place, it's a matter of just squeegeeing out all our extra bubbles. So some people ask me if I charge any additional for something like this. There definitely is the possibility for an upcharge. Something like this, it definitely is intimidating when you first see it. Like lots of dirt, like, oh, this is going to be a nightmare to tint. But honestly, if you check the insides of the truck and it wasn't, if the windows weren't rolled down while they were mudding, it's honestly not as big of a deal. You could take a power washer and rinse the whole thing off. I just wanted to show what something like this might look like, because when I was doing mobile, I ran into stuff like this all the time. It was never super fun. You know, lots of grit, lots of sand has the opportunity to get on your tools, scratch your window and stuff. But you can see here too, when we peel this tape, just how nasty those seals can be. But as long as you just put something over it and the inside really isn't all that bad, then it just wipes pretty clean. And there you go.